They say that March comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb. Well, we're fishing early March on a really windy, stormy type day. Now, in actuality, we've only got a spot lock set right there. Ooh, that's a nice fish. He just barely got it. That's why they've been coming off. Oh, wow, nice fish. Bigger than I thought he was. In actuality, I got my barber smashed down so they can get off pretty easily. That's a good way to start right there. That's a beauty. I mean, a beauty. We've got a stormy type day. You can see the clouds floating around a little bit, kind of acting like it's kind of clear off a little bit. But we've only got really about a 30 or 40% chance of storms. But there's a front coming in. The wind's blowing hard out of the south. I mean, hard out of the south. But there's a front coming in, which is usually a great day to fish. We'll find out. I like it because the pressure will be dropping rapidly. Barometric pressure barometer will be dropping rapidly here after a while as that storm gets closer. But as that storm gets closer, that cold front's what it is. It's in the 70s out here right now. Beautiful. Look at here. Shirt sleeve in the 70s, 72, 73. Might get close to 80 before that storm gets here. But when it gets here, nice catch, Jimmy. Nice catch. He's long, but he's pretty skinny. When that storm gets here a little bit later, the winds are probably going to switch down to the north and the temperature's going to start dropping and the fish will probably stop biting. So we've got to catch them before that happens. And we're going to try to catch them before that happens. We'll see if that will work or not. But we should be able to really get a good bite. We might have to get up really shallow. I'm fishing out a little bit deeper right now with a deep smoothie, a shallow smoothie, not a deep smoothie, a square bill smoothie in a crawfish color, red color. That crankbait up really high. It's a tiny one there. Well, it's not all that tiny, just not as big as that last one. Or the ones that I've missed and lost. I got my rod tip up high to keep that out of the grass. Probably would be much better off throwing the spinnerbait right now. He's got lots of hooks in him. Got 2 of the 3 trebles in there. Yeah, that's a pretty nice little fish. I just calling him small. That black spot on him there on the side. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby. Holding that rod up pretty high to try to keep that out of the grass. It's kind of really difficult for me to think about fishing a crankbait this way. All right, let's make a little change right here. I'm gonna keep this little shallow smoothie on, but I wanna make a change. And. That little spinnerbait there is just about naked. Look at that. That's the one I was using the other day. I caught several on it, but I want a different color on. Hold it spot lock, don't let it drift off. Let's see if I can find a brown and crawfish color. Come back and got it. He missed it. It's the first cast. They're missing those baits today, even the spinnerbait. I had 6 or 7 bites. 6 or 7 bites on that. They got to be, you get the right bait on, you got to be smashing them on a day like this. Oh, what a nice fish. What a beauty. Woo. Oh, I didn't smash my barb down. Look at that, man. Set my spot lock real quick. What you want to do, or what I do on all my baits, I just got in a hurry and forgot. I smash those barbs down. Here's the deal. You see the barb, we talk about smashing the barb down? Take a pair of pliers, it's got this flat spot right there. Smash them down any way you want, just don't get on the, and you want them down where you can bring your finger like that, smooth as a baby's butt. Can you say that, smooth as a baby's butt? I don't know if you can or not. But that's what it is, smooth, smooth, smooth. I wonder if there's more than one fish back there. I missed one. Golly, I'll let him have it. How long do you let him run on a spinnerbait before you set the hook, Jimmy? Quite a while. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one right there. God, aren't they beautiful? Clear water bass. Oh, Jimmy, yes. Whoa, look at the belly on that girl. That's a barbless hooked fish. Look at that. That's a good one right there. That's one like I lost a minute ago. I got up to the boat on that shallow smoothie. Red man spinnerbait. They're gonna bite the thing up shallow. There you go. Just a lot of nice ones. Little giants, just all nice. I'm ready for a giant. This might be the smallest one. I've said that before. It's kind of the way they pull. Yeah, I think it is the smallest one. It's a male. It's a good sized male. There's nothing wrong with that fish. Woo. It's not quite as big. One good thing about that barbless hook, boy, you can take that bait right out of their mouth, no problem at all. There he is. Spinnerbait time, as Roland would say, spinnerbait time. They're getting smaller, Jimmy. They're getting smaller, buddy. Nothing wrong with them, but they're just not quite as big as they were. Unless the rain's holding off. Give that little sugar booger a kiss. Yeah. There's one. That felt a little better right there. I don't know if I can hit the spot lock without falling out of the boat. Come here, baby. I'm running that spinnerbait only about 6 inches deep, if that deep. Probably about 6 inches. It's just a nice one. Keep waiting on something 4 or 5 pounds to grab that thing on them big females. That's a pretty nice fish right there, though. He's not 4 or 5 pounds. That's just a big old male. It's not even a female. It's a big male right there. I mean, a big male. You don't get any sugar, baby. Not from me, anyway. That's a crawfish color. One of the things about, we put a copper blade on a crawfish color red man too. And it's got an orange and brown head. Got brown and orange skirts. Just a pure crawfish colored bait. It seems like red and crawfish work really good in the month of March, pretty much all over the South. And obviously that works real good anytime you got crawfish in where you're fishing. And most of the places where you're fishing have crawfish. Bass love crawfish, and we catch an awful lot of fish anywhere we go, crawfish colored baits. You know, a green pumpkin, which is one of the more popular color worms, one of the more popular color jigs, probably the most popular color jig. And a green pumpkin is crawfish color, that's what it is. I think fish may be out here a little deeper. Come here, baby. Those are males. They're not anywhere near the bank. The water temperature is plenty perfect for them to be spawning. Water temperature is 62.9, basically 63 degrees. So you'd think that a lot of those males would be right on the bank. I guess probably a lot of them all. They can't all spawn at once, so. Hit it right on top of the water. I mean, right on top of the water. Nice fish, too. Not a giant fish, but pretty nice. He thinks he's a giant. Oh, yeah, that's a dandy. Oh, come here, baby. That's a big one of the day right there. Yeah. That thunder and lightning, that big old storm. Look at there, look at there. He's hooked outside of the mouth, not even in his mouth. Totally missed that red man. Hooked right outside of his mouth. That's a big fish right there. The thunder and lightning came in from the south and the west, and it just went right across that mountain, and now it's up north of us and gone, and we don't have to worry about it. Woo! That's a 2-kisser right there. She got down in that tree. She come right out of the top of that tree. Now what's happening like that, because we're in, how deep of water are we in? We're in 13 foot of water, 13.8. And the water temperature here is 64.34. It was 62 when we started early this morning. And we're in 13 foot of water, and I caught that fish buzzing a red man right on top of the water. I come right through the top of the tree. And one reason I come through the top of the tree as opposed to slow rolling is with this stuff that's on this bait right now, that's that really yucky, difficult type bait to get off. And so if you slow roll that bait by and you hit hit a limb or something, that stuff's going to get on there and you're not going to catch a fish. So you just want to stay off to the side of it if you're going to slow roll, or come directly over the top of it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to retie that thing because I've caught quite a few fish and I hadn't retied in a while. A little $3.95 Bass Pro scissors. I'm going to tie a Jimmy Houston knot on this. I'll show you real quick how to tie a Jimmy Houston knot. I love those scissors. I don't have a whole lot of line here because I pulled that fish up real close before I pulled him in. I probably ought to get me a little bit more line. I got enough line here maybe. Double your line. You remember, double your line. Everything else will get real easy. If you're fishing around the grass, you get grass on your bait, throw it out in the lake. Don't throw it in your boat. It'll dry in your boat and it's a lot harder to get out. Double your line like this. Run the double line through the eye of the hook or the eye of the spinnerbait. The eye of the spinnerbait like this is a wrapped bend is what we call, or just drop your bait down. You got the line laying on the index finger of your left hand. Come over and lay the other line right beside it. Get a hold of your bait then. Get a hold of your bait, get it out of the way, and then start wrapping away from your body. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all. And then you got, this is the tag in. This is a little loop that I ran through the eye of the bait. It comes up through the loop that's on your finger. Get a hold of it with your teeth. Now you got it ready to cinch down. Put it in your mouth, wet it a little bit, cinch it down nice and slow. Pull both of them. Pull your main line, the end line, and then I just stick my finger in that loop, pretty the knot up a little bit. That is a good, pure, 100% Jimmy Houston knot. I developed that knot about probably 35, 40 years ago. One cut with the scissors down close.